Okay, I got them planed off, trimmed, and pretty much there could be some bugs in here yet, but it's 98, 99% of the bug area is in my barrel to burn or sawdust. So, and I even burn the sawdust when I start the fire. So, if they don't get out of there quick, they're going to get burnt up. If they're alive, if they're active. Now, so I have 9. I need 8. So, I may not use this one. It's a much thicker. I did not try to plane them all to the same thickness. Although, well, I just didn't. I didn't see it necessary. There'll be two will make up a leg, so they'll go like this to make up a leg. So next, we're not going to work on it now. I'm going to quit for now. We have some maple, white ash, cherry, and oak. What it turned out to be. So what I'll do is I'll trim them to 29 inches, and then I'll pre-drill and then sand and start putting them together next time I work on this. So that'll give me a chance, because some of these are extra long, like this right here. We'll check if there's any bug area here. We're going to trim that off because we have more than 29 inches. I noticed on this one right here, the other end doesn't look the best. So we'll trim it nice and square and then do our 29 inches. And then I'm going to have to do some sanding because well, first of all, the planer didn't do the greatest job. So I'm going to have to change my blades. What I did was I ran them a couple extra times, offsetting. Like if it put a groove here, I moved it over so the groove wasn't in the same place. So they came out pretty good. They're okay for what I'm doing, but I do need to change the blades in my Ryobi. I knew they were getting dull, but whatever they hit in that board, I don't know if it was a nail or what it was. It must have been in the tree because there was no indication. It was a rough cut board. Now, it wasn't anything I cut. It was part of the batch that I had purchased. But it could happen. People put nails in trees, and that's the downside of it. Always try to stay away from that because it's not good for a planer or any of the blades. But probably those blades are shot. Luckily, I have multiple sets. Maybe they can be ground down enough if I have someone. Once I take a bunch of sets to get them done, I'll have to let them know that there's a good nick in 2 of them. And they'll have to decide whether they're worth saving or not. Probably they can, though. I would like to learn how to do all that myself, but I think I need certain tools to do that. I can hone them down. If they're a little dull, I can make them a little sharper. But when you're to take a nick out, I don't think I have the equipment to do that. Well, who knows? Maybe I can come up with something. Okay, let's call it a day. But there's our table legs in the process, and this will make more sense when when we're putting it all together and you see the table. Okay, ready to go. Almost ready.